Have you ever spent hours decorating a beautiful cookie only to wake up the next morning and see your red bleeding into your white and the icing still wet? If your colors are bleeding, it's not bad luck, it is science. And today I am breaking down why colors bleed in royal icing, the science behind it, and exactly how to stop it. So welcome to my channel and let's get started. First, let me tell you what is color bleeding. Color bleeding happens when one icing color migrates into another after decorating. This usually happens when red bleeds into white, black bleeds into pastel colors, dark outlines bleed into lighter flooding icing, or when humidity causes colors to spread. But here's the key. Color bleeding is not random. It happens because of moisture movement and pigment concentration. Now, let's talk about what's really happening. Royal icing, as you know, is mostly made of powdered sugar, egg whites or meringue powder, and water. Water is the more important part here. When you pipe two colors next to each other, they don't dry instantly. Even if they look dry on top, underneath, they still contain moisture. Now, here's where science comes in. Water always moves toward balance. If one color has more moisture or more concentrated pigment, the water and pigment can migrate into the neighboring icing. That is color bleeding. Dark colors like red, black, navy, and deep green are especially prone to bleeding because they require more gel color, they often need more mixing, the pigment particles are stronger and more visible when they migrate. So, when a highly pigmented, slightly wetter icing sits next to a lighter, drier icing, the moisture and pigment travel. That's why your white turns pink. Not sabotage, not bad techniques, just physics. Now let's talk about something decorators underestimate: humidity. Royal icing dries by evaporation. So if you leave somewhere humid, the moisture in the air slows down evaporation, and that means your icing stays wet longer, the surface crust forms slower, the interior stays soft longer, and colors have more time to migrate. Now let's talk about the 6 main reasons that color bleeds. Let's simplify it. Color bleeds because of: number 1, icing consistency too thin; number 2, oversaturated dark colors; number 3, not allowing base layers to dry before adding details; number 4, high humidity; 5, stacking cookies too soon; 6, sealing cookies before they are fully cured. Now that we have the why, let's talk about what you can do to prevent it. Number 1, control your consistency. Slightly thicker icing equals less moisture movement. Number 2, let dark colors develop overnight. Number 3, use a crust first strategy. Number 4, dry with airflow, not just time. And number 5, let cookies cure before packaging. And here is something very important. Bleeding doesn't mean you're bad at decorating. It means you're working with chemistry, air moisture, pigment density, and evaporating timing. Professional decorators don't just pipe well. They understand material behavior. When you understand the science, you will stop guessing. If you're going to decorate cookies using the wet on wet technique, I recommend first to prepare your consistency and then divide it in different containers and tint them in different colors. So this way, all the icing is going to have the same consistency and you're not going to have bleeding problems. And this is it for today, guys. If you ever have struggled with red bleeding into white, please comment red below so I know I'm not alone. Thank you all so much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.